Mataji. I find you like you're very relaxed today. So I could find from the voice you're saying. So welcome to the call, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for all your services on Bhakti Sangha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Danvat Pranam to you, Danvat Pranam to all the devotees, all glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Ashram. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Anyone else who would like to introduce themselves? I couldn't see. Prabhuji has not joined it. So, anyone who would like to introduce?
Hare Krishna, Anita Ramaya Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karuna Devi Dasi from Omaha.
Hare Krishna, Indulekha Karuna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. I was rightly seeing your name. Maybe you will unmute and you will introduce yourself. So you did so. Thank you so much, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Yes. I think we can move on to the call. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. So today we will be moving on to our next session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. And and this class will be given by His Grace Nityananda Das Prabhu. Sorry, Nityananda Prabhu, His Grace Nityananda Prabhu. And before moving on to the call, I would like to read introduction of Prabhuji. So Nityananda, His Grace Nityananda Prabhu is senior brahmachari from Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Temple, and his Prabhuji is originally hailing from Ramanathapuram, Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. He joined the ashram at the young age of 19. He served for a decade in Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Temple and then studied under the auspices of Srila Prabhupada disciple, His Grace Gopiranadhan Prabhu for 3 years. He preaches in English and Tamil languages. Hare Krishna. So that is a brief introduction of Prabhuji. So I don't see Prabhuji on the call. So anyone who would like to introduce themselves can go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. This is Manmohan from India. Hare Krishna Mataji. Yep.
Hare Krishna Manmohan Agarwal Prabhuji. I was looking at the Jagannath you have put in your display. I was about to say that it's very nice. Thank you so much for the darshan of Jagannath. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Anyone would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all the spiritual masters and all the Vaishnavas on this call. Deepika Keni from Mumbai.
Hare Krishna, Deepika Keni. Okay, Deepika Keni Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. This is Rakesh from Hyderabad.
Hare Krishna, Rakesh Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Anyone would want to introduce themselves, or we can chant till Prabhuji joins? We can chant then. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Prabhuji is coming in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
Anita
Mataji.
Mataji, would you like to announce about Flavia Mataji's daughter? It's there in the group. You want to read the
Yes,
message for the
Mataji.
prayers?
Yeah, I saw her on the call. I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
please.
just-
It's there in the group. Preeti Mataji posted. Just read that, Mataji.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Surgery when?
So we have a prayer request for one of our coordinators of Bhakti Sangha. So Mataji's name is Amrita Gaurangi Mataji. Is that right, Mataji? No.
Yeah, Flavier Mataji, yes.
Flavia Mataji. Her prayer request is that her daughter has got an accident and she is on the way for the surgery, and she had a fractured tibia and fibia. So Mataji is requesting all of us to pray to our Shri Radha Madan Mohan so that for the speedy recovery of her daughter. So let's chant for Mataji's daughter 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You can unmute yourselves and we can chant. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. And Mataji's daughter name is Hiram, and she is 21 years
May
old.
Narasimha Bhagwan protect her.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, just give me a minute. There's someone on the door. I have to attend. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Anyone wants to introduce themselves can go ahead. Till then we can chant until Prabhuji joins. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
बेटी ये पढ़ा था
Hare
इसको
Krishna,
पीटना था ना
Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Prabhuji joined Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glorious to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. I shall spotlight this. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving us your valuable time and association this morning for the Bhagavatam class. And dear devotees, I once again welcome you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. So today's session will be given by His Grace Nityananda Prabhu. And the verses will be from Canto 7, Chapter 10, verses 36 to 38. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Please accept my humble obeisances. All praise to Srila Prabhupada. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam 7th Canto Chapter 10 Text 36-38. Punascha viprashapena rakshasau tau bhabuvatuh kumbhakarna dashagrivav hatau tau rama vikramaihi. Punascha viprashapena rakshasau tau bhabuvatuh कुंभकर्ण दशग्रीवौ हतौ तौ रामविक्रमैः. पुनश्च विप्रशापेन राक्षसौ तौ बभूवतुः कुंभकर्ण दशग्रीवौ हतौ तौ रामविक्रमैः. Translation. Being cursed by the Brahmanas, the same two associates took birth again as Kumbhakarna and the 10-headed Ravana. These two Rakshasas were killed by Lord Ramchandra's extraordinary power. Shayanau yudhi nirbhinna hridayau ramasayakaihi tacchittau jahatu deham yatha praktana janmani. Shayano being laid down, Yudhi on the battlefield, Nirbhinna being pierced, Hridayo in the core of the heart, Rama Sayakaihi by the arrows of Lord Ramachandra. Tat Chittau thinking or being conscious of Lord Ramachandra. Jahatuhu gave up Deham body Yatha even as Praktana Janmani in their previous births. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhu. Oh, no purport for this verse. Okay. Pierced by the arrows of Lord Ramachandra, both Kumbhakarna and Ravana lay on the ground and left their bodies, fully absorbed in the thought of the Lord, just as they had in their previous verses, Hiranyaksha and Tau vihata punarjatau shishupala karushajau harau vairanu pashyataste samiyatuhu. They both took birth again in human society as Shishupal and Dandavakra and continued in the same enmity toward the Lord. It is they who merged into the body of the Lord in your presence. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Vairanu Bandhena, acting like the Lord's enemy is also beneficial for the living entity. Kama Dveshad Bhayat Snehat, whether in lusty desire, anger, fear, or envy of the Lord, somehow or other, as recommended by Srila Rupa Goswami. Tasmat kenapi upayena, one should become attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and ultimately achieve the goal of returning home back to Godhead. What then is to be said of one who is related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead as a servant, friend, father, mother, or conjugal lover? Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapatantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapata Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanikam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha-shunyavadi Paschatya-deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 10th chapter, 36 verse onwards. It is interesting that very soon the celebration of Dasara, Vijayadashami, is going to be celebrated. The day on which Lord Ram destroyed 10-headed Ravana and become victorious in the battle of Lanka. And here Narada Muni is instructing Yudhishthir Maharaj that how the same personality who appeared as in the previous, this same personality appeared in the previous time as Ravana and Kumbhakarna have appeared as Shishupal and Dantavakra. And previous to that, they appeared as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. So, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata. Lord appears in order to destroy the demons, protect the devotees, and also establish religious principles. So here, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, they were the first appearance of Jaya and Vijaya. And interesting, Bhagavatam says that when they die, they were fully conscious of the Lord, but in an unfavorable way. Anya Bhilashita Shonyam Jnana Karma Tinamritam Anukulena Krishna Anushilanam. One should remember Krishna in a favorable way, not in unfavorable way. But here, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, they remembered the Lord, but in unfavorable way. But nevertheless, they remembered the Lord. So even a person remembers the Lord in unfavorable way, that is not considered as devotional service or bhakti. But still, ena kena prakarena mana Krishna niveshayat. Somehow or other, keeping our mind in Krishna, keeping our mind in the form, name, pastime, and qualities of Krishna is beneficial. Because in due course of time, they'll become purified. Just like in the fire, whether in the fire, if anything comes in association of the fire, either good thing or bad thing, they all get burnt, isn't it? So similarly, somebody approaches Krishna in either way, in a positive way or negative way, by the association of Krishna, they become purified in due course of time. So we understand that same Jai Vijay, when they appeared as Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, then they appeared as Ravana and Kumbhakarna, then the same two of them appeared as Shishupal and Dantavakra. Then again they appeared as Jagai Madai in Mahaprabhu's Lila, then they went back home back to. So it is a cycle. Jai Vijay, then they become, by Lord's will, they become demons, and again they become reinstated in Krishna's service in Vaikuntha. So somehow or other, becoming Krishna conscious is a topmost priority in this material world. So Krishna, even when he performs pastimes of killing demons, even when he performs pastimes of so-called violence, according to the general point of view, it actually not violence. Why? Because he gives mercy. He gives ultimate supreme benediction to everybody who is involved. So in this way, Lord appeared as Lord Ram, who killed Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Kumbhakarna Dashagreevau Hatau Tau Rama Vikramaihi. Rama is called here as a Vikrama. Vikrama means one who performs great activities by the extraordinary strength of Lord Ramchandra. So by the superpower, by the unparalleled valor of Lord Ram, Kumbhakarna and Ravana, they were killed. So this forthcoming festival, Dashara, all the devotees, everybody, even those who are not exactly Vaishnavas, everybody who consider themselves Hindus or Bharatiyas, they are all Sanatana Dharmikas. They are going to celebrate very soon. Dashara, Vijayadashami, very famous festival. In that festival of killing of Ravana, they make the effigy of Ravana with 10 head, and they shoot arrows and they celebrate and the killing of Ravana in big grounds and all, especially North India. So this Ravana, what he represents, one great Acharya of the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, Vedanta Deshika, he has composed a beautiful understanding of the whole Ramayana. So he said, Ravana represents Ravana with his 10 head. This 10 head represents 10 senses. The 10 senses, 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas. So the senses are distracting us everywhere. So who is a victim? Who is a person under captive? Mother Sita Devi is under captive. So similarly, a Jivatma, like we all of us, we are being distracted by these 10 senses. So Mother Sita Devi was allured, she was tempted, she was being so much of allurements given by Ravana through his 10 heads. You just comply to me, you will become queen of Lanka. You comply to me, all the opulence of Lanka belongs to you. So through 10 heads, he is somehow or other alluring Mother Sita Devi to forget Ram and comply to his desires. Similarly, our 10 senses are also telling us, do this, do this, do that, eat this, drink this, see this, hear this, smell this, go to this place, do this particular activity. In this way, these 10 senses are pulling us here and there. But Mother Sita Devi never accepted, never complied to the allurements of Ravana. Practically would come every day and speaks to Mother Sita. So the Lanka is considered to the material body. Sri Lanka surrounded by the whole ocean. So just like Sita Devi is kept in Ashoka Vatika in Lanka, similarly the Jivatma, we are all kept under this body. We are encaged in this body. Mother Sita is encaged inside the island of Sri Lanka. We are encaged within this body. And Lanka is surrounded by the ocean. We are surrounded by Bhavasagara. So inside Bhavasagara, this material body. Inside the salt ocean, Sri Lanka. Inside Sri Lanka, Mother Sita. Inside this material body, we are all stuck. For Mother Sita, the 10 senses, material senses are alluring senses are 10 heads of Ravana. And for us, these 10 senses are there, alluring us. And Ahankar and the mind, they're also alluring us. So Ravana is a mind, and his 10 heads are the 10 senses. So the 10 plus 1, 11 senses, they are alluring us. And top of that, there is Indrajit, Kumbhakarna, various aspects are there. So all these things are alluring us. And Mother Sita Devi gave us the ideal example of a devotee. She did not comply to any of these allurements. She stood firmly. But in the Sri Lanka, when Mother Sita was kept captive, practically there is everywhere, there is all, the whole atmosphere is Asuric atmosphere. Rajoguna, Tamoguna atmosphere. But in spite of that, Mother Sita was determined, and very scarce association she gets through Trijata and through Sharama, this 1 or 2 people, Vibhishan family. Other than him, everybody is atheist over there. Similarly, in this material world, rarely we see any devotees around us. but one or two were available, the devotees. How Mother Sita Devi got so much solace from Trijata. Ravana actually brought Maya Ram's head, and he chopped off the head of Ram. She's actually Maya Ram, and he brought in front of Sita Devi. And Sita became aghast, and she was so scared. But then it is Trijata who pacified Mother Sita Devi. She said, I got a dream that towards the southern side, a chariot driven by donkey. On that chariot, Ravana is traveling with oil all over his body. And all these omens indicate that Ravana's death is nearing. And then she said that definitely your Lord Ram is still living. He just alluring. He's just cheating you with his tricks. So by pacifying these words, pacified Mother Sita Devi, and she was surviving with the help of this great association of Trijata. And she had the determination that I'll wait for my dear Ram. So in this material world also, we see so much of negativities everywhere. But we have to stick to few associations, scarce association we are getting, here and there. The devotees association, very, very rare. And somehow or other we have to show our determination. When Hanumanji came, he saw that Mother Sita Devi's determination, how she's in a pathetic condition, emaciated, not eating, not sleeping, all the time thinking about Ram. Hanumanji was very much feeling simultaneously very sad, and also he was amazed to see the qualities of Mother Sita Devi. In fact, he saw that he thought before, why this Ram, who is supposed to be the disciple of Vashishta, is supposed to be a sense-controlled prince, is supposed to be a king, and he who knows the Shastras, so how he was so much afflicted, thinking about a woman, the wife. He is lamenting so much. Lord Ram would lament so much. He would cry and he would ask even the trees and the plants and the rivers, where is Sita, where is Sita? So Hanumanji, being a brahmachari, is thinking, why he is so much attached to one woman? Like this, sometimes he would think in his mind, Acharya say. But then, okay, whatever, Ram is asking me to find Sita, so let me go and search for this. So then after coming to this place, when he saw Mother Sita Devi, Hanumanji thought that, I thought that I have done a great job, great activity of crossing this ocean with so much of endeavor. I jumped from one side of the ocean to the other side. So Dushkaram Karyam, I have done a very unfathomable feat of jumping from one shore to other shore. But actually, I did not do any unfathomable job. I did not do any great adventurous. I did not do any difficult job of crossing the ocean. Who did the most difficult job? Who did the most difficult activity? That is Ram. What he meant by is that this personality, Mother Sita Devi, previously he was thinking that Ram is, why is lamenting for Sita Devi? Now after seeing Sita Devi's quality, her personality, her determination, Samasila Vayobruddha, her match to Ram is so apt. So when after witnessing Mother Sita Devi, after seeing Mother Sita Devi, Hanumanji is thinking that previously I was thinking why Lord Ram is lamenting, but now I am convinced that after losing such a personality, such a great Mother Sita, Lord Ram should not be even living. So Hanumanji understood the glory of Mother Sita only when he came to Ashokavatika and saw her. So I thought that I have done the great activity of jumping from one shore of the ocean to the other side. Actually, my activity is not great, but Ram, in spite of losing this great mother Sita, still living, he has performed a great activity. How can he live after losing a personality like Mother Sita? So he performed the greatest activity of holding his life. So if you lose something very valuable, how you will? People sometimes they lose their dear. They think their life has been taken away. They feel like, but nobody dies because their love, affection, their attachment is not so intense. Because the object of attachment is not that great in the material world. But Sita Devi is his personality is so great that and how Ram is still living, Hanumanji wondered. So he said that he thought that I did not perform a great amazing feat of jumping into the ocean, crossing the ocean. But Ram is doing the great activity of still not giving up his body in spite of losing such a personality. So in such so how affection for Mother Sita towards Ram's affection towards Sita Devi. When we compare that, it is more and more increasing. So here Ram is lamenting for Mother Sita, determined to bring her, and Sita Devi is determined that whatever it's happened, that I will wait for my dear Ram to come and retrieve me. So this particular activity of Krishna's giving protection to the devotees and the devotees' determination of showing their will, showing their resolve that whatsoever happened, I will not give up your lotus feet. So then Hanumanji comes and Hanumanji sees her determination. Then he goes back and tells Ram that the condition of Mother Sita. Similarly, in our life also, the Jivas, living entities are like Mother Sita Devi is showing us demonstration. He is demonstrating how the devotee should be in their life. So in spite of the allurement of Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Indrajit, in the whole Lanka's negative atmosphere, she is determined and she did not give up her determination, her resolve, even inch, even a small second thought she never gave. So similarly, the living entities in the material world, in spite of all the difficulties, somehow or other, if they never give up their hope and committed to Krishna, that Nathanam Najaram Nasundarim Kavitam Va Jagadisha Kame Ama Janmani Janmani Ishware Bhavatad Bhakti Rahitya. When the determination is there, when the resolve is there, then like Hanumanji, the spiritual master, when he sees the resolve, when he sees the determination, then the spiritual master recommends that this is how the living entity, the jiva, the devotees are very much devoted to you. They're determined to come to your lotus feet. Then, by the recommendation of spiritual master, Krishna comes and takes the jivas under his custody. So that is how the spiritual life works. So the spiritual master is the via media between Krishna and the devotees. Similarly, Hanumanji we see, he is a via media between Sita Devi and Ram. So Hanumanji sees Sita Devi's resolve, and he when he sees the resolve of Sita Devi, he gives a message of the Lord that he certainly Ram is on the way, is going to protect you, is going to take you back. Then the jiva, when Sita Devi hears this, he becomes very happy. And then seeing the resolve of Mother Sita, again Hanumanji goes back and tells Lord, Sita Devi is waiting for you. Then Ram, with all his valor and power, with his whole army, he comes to Lanka. And he kills the 10-headed Ravana. He destroys the security of the fort of Lanka. And he takes back Mother Sita in Pushpakami. Similarly, when we show our resolve, when we show our determination, when we show our desire, show our sincerity, then this Lord who actually, as a Rishikesha, Sarvopadi Vinbhuktam Tat Paratpera Nirmalam Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Uchyate. The Lord of the senses, he actually helps our senses not to go here and there. And he directs our senses towards his own lotus feet. Then he takes us, he destroys this tabernacle of the body. Srila Prabhupada called the body is a tabernacle, like a cage. And Krishna destroys this material body and he retrieves the Jivatma within this body. Just like Ram destroyed Lanka, the, Krishna destroys our material Lanka of the material body and rescues Sita, and he rescues us and takes us back to his shelter. So this is the whole gist of Ramayana. How Mother Sita, when the illusory deer came, she got allured by the deer. When the absolute truth is next to her, she become allured by the golden deer. Maricha comes so attractive, very beautiful looking. It's a demon, but actually it looks very beautiful. Beautiful eyes and beautiful small tails. And the marking in the deer's body is so sweet and effulgent looking. Sita Devi never saw such golden deer. So when she sees that, she could not recognize this illusory deer. And instead of getting attached to Lord Ram, somehow or other, she is showing her example that she become attached to this deer. And she sends absolute truth Ram to bring this illusory truth, the illusory manifestation, this golden deer. So when we forget to see Krishna and we see his energy, this Maya, and when we ask Lord to get the material benefits, then what happens? We may get allured by the material benefits. So Sita Devi asked Lord Ram to bring this golden deer. So because of that, what happened when you neglect Krishna and you become attached to the temporary things of this world? Sita Devi is always completely, it's not that she was put in delusion, but she is showing us the example. She offends Lakshmana. And when you offend Vaishnavas, then what happens? She has to be in the custody of Ravana for 1 year. Vaishnava Parad. So, so we should be careful to understand this example. Mother Sita is divine. Sita, Ram, Lakshmi Narayana, Radha, Krishna, they're all divine couples. They're always together. Maya cannot touch them. They're always Satyam Anantam Anantam Brahma is completely filled with divine bliss, no untruth, no difficulty can touch the Supreme Lord. But they are showing us the example how Jiva gets into trouble in this material world. So Mother Sita Devi, when she became allured towards the relative truth, and she sends absolute truth to bring relative truth, what happens? And that's how the whole thing starts. Ravana comes and he kidnaps her. In this way, when we also get distracted, forget Krishna, not just forgetting Krishna, but using the Krishna, using Krishna's energy for our own sense gratification, but forgetting Krishna. Prabhupada often says, Rama Rajya. You don't want Ram, but you want Rama Rajya. So we want Krishna's energy without Krishna. That's called illusion. When you see the energy of Krishna without Krishna, then that's called illusion, Maya. So Sita Devi, when she became allured by this illusory golden deer, she loses Ram. So, okay, that happened. Whatever happened is happened. But she did not lose hope. She was determined. Whatever happens, I will not give up my endeavor. I will not give up my hope. I will not give up my confidence. I will not give up my patience. Usaha Dairal. Nishya Tatkarma Pravartana. Sangatyage Sadovrte Sadhir. So she was completely determined that I will not give up my determination till I achieve my Ram shelter again back. Similarly, in our life also, in this beautiful festival of Dashara, we are going to celebrate that the determination shown by Mother Sita Devi. Praksharira Vimokshana. Saknaiva Hirashodam Praksharira Vimokshana. Till our last breath is there. As long as we are in this material body, the allurements are going to be there. As long as Mother Sita is under the custody of Ravana, till he was killed, she is under a risky situation. So it's not that one day everything will be just like when the ocean waves will stop, then I will take bath in the ocean. It will never happen. Ocean means waves are going to be there. Maybe low tide, high tide, but some waves will be there all the time. Similarly, material world, material body means there's going to be allurement, there's going to be distraction, there's going to be desires, there's going to be so many difficulties. But if we can tolerate, that's what Krishna says, Matra Sparshasya. That he did not say that there won't be any difficulties, there won't be any allurements, there won't be any agitation. There will be, but one should learn to tolerate. Matra Sparshasya Kaunteya, Sitoshna Sukadukta. Agama Apayino Nityaha. Why? Because they are Agama Apayina. Agama means they are like guests. Sometimes some guests come and they stay for some time, they go away. Agama Apayina Anityaha. So because they are they come and go, they are anitya, they are temporary. Because they are temporary, Stitikshasva, you tolerate. Only thing which are permanent, we have no other choice. We have to live with that. But when things are temporary, then we have a hope that these things will change. Things will change. So till the things are changing, what we can do? We have to tolerate. So the Maya's allurements will be there. Maya's allurements will be there all the time. But when we able to tolerate the allurements, say no to that, then slowly Maya recedes by the power of Krishna. Sita Devi could not destroy Ravana. Sita Devi did not destroy Lanka. Even though she has a power, with the power of her chastity, with the power of her own power, she could immediately burn Ravana to ashes. But she did not do. She is teaching us that one should be depending on Krishna. All the Brajabasis are depending on Krishna. All the devotees, Draupadi was depending on Krishna. So Sita Devi is showing her example that I will be waiting for Krishna's grace, Ram's grace to come. So that is Ram who came and destroyed Lanka. Ram who came and destroyed Ravana. So then she become reunited with the Lord. So till the body is there, one has to tolerate the dvandvas, happiness and misery. Happiness, misery, desire, hatred, heat and cold. So these dualities will be there. Krishna did not say that, oh, when you take the Krishna consciousness, everything will be on. There is going to be difficulties till the body is there. So anytime in this Prabhupada said that in the world outside, people are trying to solve the problems. Scientists are working hard to solve the problem. The government is working, at least they are promising, they are proposing that we will make this world a beautiful place to live forever. So they are trying to solve the problems of the material world. But one time Prabhupada was walking in a garden. He saw one beautiful garden. And on one corner there was one dustbin was kept. Big dustbin. American garden somewhere. So then when Prabhupada is walking away, the devotees are all enjoying the garden, beautiful view, and beautiful place. So sometimes Prabhupada would comment that these karmis, at least people are working so hard, day and night, making beautiful arrangements, beautiful garden. But Prabhupada said they don't have time to enjoy these things. Prabhupada said, see, we are enjoying it. So we would laugh at it. Then when he came near this dustbin, he said, Prabhupada said, take the whole material world and throw it in the dustbin. The devotees are enjoying the garden. Prabhupada suddenly, for the surprise, he said. So what is different? The materialistic, they think that we can solve the problems in the material world. But what Prabhupada says, the material world itself is a problem. There's no question of solving the problems of the material world because the material world itself is a problem. Just like however you clean it, you make it decorate, you decorate the bathroom or toilet is the dirty place. How much ever it is clean and 5-star facilities are there, how much ever you put fragrance materials in that, it's still person doesn't stay there, isn't it? So the material world, how much ever a person makes all comfortable arrangement, this is not a place for a sane man to live. So one has to get out of this place. So according to Sanatana Dharma, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, this place is not a place for a gentleman. One has to leave this place. So, but as long as a person is here, one has to tolerate difficulties. So, Sita Devi demonstrated in her own life. She demonstrated. She was tolerating the difficulties. So many demons are giving so much trouble to her. Ravana is giving trouble. Demons are giving trouble. Whole atmosphere is negative. She was not even getting the proper basic necessaries. Even if she gets, she is not accepting that. She did not undergo regular activities, regular facilities of she's a prince, a queen. And husband is not next to the chaste wife. She doesn't present herself presentable. So she is wearing a very single cloth and not so clean externally. So she's actually tolerating all these things when Ram will come. She had all the facilities to decorate herself, to enjoy life, but she was doing this tapasya, tolerating all the difficulties. So that is a mood in which a devotee should lead their life till the Lord comes. Shaknoeva iha shodam praksharira vimokshanat. So in devotee's life also, there is difficulties. It's not that everything will be always very nice. There will be difficulties. But Prabhupada says that as long as we are Krishna conscious, as long as a person is Krishna conscious, these difficulties are not to be taken seriously. And when you tolerate, what happens? Krishna says. So, Amritatvaya kalpate. Samadukka sukam dhiram somritatvaya kalpate. The person who tolerates these things and takes shelter of Krishna, what he gets? So, Amritatvaya kalpate. He gets the great Amrita. Amrita means life of eternity, deathlessness. That is going back to God. So that is a process. So there is no kind of false promises that when you come to Krishna consciousness, everything will go according to our desire. Everything will be great. Because this material world is like that. So Mother Sita Devi here showing by her example that how a person should lead a life in devotional service within the material world. Say no to Maya, say no to the senses, and always be patient. And the extreme examples are shown by the devotees. Mother Sita is an extreme example. We are not like Mother Sita. Most of the devotees are some better association than Mother Sita. We can get devotees are there. Better place to live than Mother Sita. We are not allured like Ravana alluring Mother Sita. But the extreme examples are shown that how Ram, Lord never gives up. So in this shloka, it is nicely mentioned that in the previous life, the same two personalities were. How they gave up their body thinking about Lord. Rakshasau Bhavuvatu. Kumbhakarna Dashagrivo Hatau Ramanikramaiti. So because of the determination of Mother Sita, her power, her devotional service, her resolve, her determination, Ram came. Prabhupada gives a story of often she speaks this story of a small sparrow. The sparrow lays an egg in the shore, near the shore, the ocean. The ocean comes and takes the egg inside. The waves comes and takes the egg inside. And the sparrow was going to take the egg back. The sparrow with her beak, she is trying to go to the ocean, take some water from the ocean, and put it in the banks. Like that, she is saying that if the ocean doesn't give me the egg back, I will empty the egg, empty the whole ocean water. So everybody laughed at her. What kind of foolishness with your small beak? How you are going to empty the whole ocean and then you are going to retrieve your eggs back? But then when the king of the birds, Garuda, when he sees this, he becomes, so what happens to my dear sparrow? Then he comes to know about this whole thing. Then Garuda comes and threatens the ocean that if he doesn't obey the orders of my sparrow, I am going to destroy you. When Garuda comes, what happens? And then the ocean, with so much of fear, it comes and gives back the eggs of the sparrow. So Prabhupada tells the story that the egg is retrieved not by the sparrow. It's Garuda, he who retrieves the egg. But the determination of the sparrow attracts the mercy of this Garuda. Similarly, we can't overcome the Maya. We can't overcome the power of the illusory energy. But it's our sincerity, our small endeavor, our desire, our resolve attracts Krishna's grace. And Krishna, he who actually destroys the illusory potency. He who severs us a connection of us from the illusory energy. Spiritual master, he who destroys the tabernacle of the material attachment. So that is the whole understanding. So here we see that Prahlad Maharaj.
Frozen.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji is
Prabhuji is connected.
connected.
Mataji.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Sorry. Okay, I think these are some words in this place. Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. So, do you want to go ahead, Prabhu? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Go ahead, Prabhuji.
We have what time, Mataji? Till 6 o'clock?
No, it's now 4:15. Actually, 1 hour is done. But 10 minutes you can go ahead if you want, Prabhuji, and then you can take Q&A.
Okay, I think this is what I was thinking when I see the verse. It speaks about Ramayana. This is an interesting understanding of Mother Sita. Anyway, when you see regarding Prabhupada's own life, we see how Prabhupada is, he also crossed this ocean like Hanumanji. Prabhupada compares the whole Western civilization is like Mother Sita Devi. Because the Bhumi Devi is also Krishna's property, Lord's property. That's been exploited by the Ravana-like tendency, And the people in the Western world, they were completely captivated by the illusory energy, especially in the United States. So Srila Prabhupada goes like a Hanumanji, crossing the ocean, as a representative of his own spiritual master, ultimately Krishna's representative. When he goes there, he calls the devotees and he calls the people, and somehow or other with a lot of endeavor. Hanumanji doesn't have to do so much endeavor. Sita Devi is already ready. But here, the property of Krishna, all the living entities are nothing but the expansion of, they are a property of Krishna. Mother Sita Devi is ultimate property of Krishna, Ram. Similarly, all the jivas are also nothing but the manifestation of pleasure-giving potency of Mother Sita. All the jivas are meant to give pleasure to Krishna. Like Sita Devi, Radharani, Lakshmi Devi. They are the pleasure-giving, specifically pleasure-giving potency of Lord. Similarly, the jivas are also in the category of pleasure-giving potency of Lord. So, but in minute in quantity. So, so in that way, all the jivas are the category of Krishna, but we have forgotten, unlike Mother Sita. So Prabhupada goes and retrieves their remembrance, and when jivas are ready to be connected, and Prabhupada joins them back to Krishna, and Prabhupada brings them back to Vrindavan. You see, so many hundreds and thousands of devotees are coming. Bhaktivinoda Thakur envisioned that when the day will come, when the Europeans, Americans, and others join with the Bengali devotion, then they will chant Jai Sachirandana Gaura Hari. So in this way, we see that Prabhupada, like Hanumanji, he did that. He crossed the ocean, and in that sense, Prabhupada went one step above Hanumanji, that he canvassed and he convinced hundreds and thousands of living entities who actually belongs to Lord Ram, and he brought them back. So how he did that? Through the holy name. So Ram went himself personally, shoot arrow and destroy Ravana and brought back. Here, Prabhupada, when he saw the sincerity of the devotees, he gave Krishna, Lord Ram and Krishna came in the form of the holy name. So through the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When they accepted the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, and Sita Devi accepted the proposal of Hanumanji, that when Hanumanji showed Ram's gift, that jewel, Sita Devi understood that he is actually representative of my Ram. So she offered her heart to Hanumanji that please, this is my heart. I'm waiting for Ram. Please go and convey to him. Similarly, when the devotees, when the people of the hippies or so-called devout people of the United States, and they offered their life to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada recommended, and he recommends them to Krishna, and he gave Krishna in the form of the holy name, and they accepted it. The whole life become complete. The Maya retreated. So Krishna destroys the Maya. The holy name of Krishna destroys the illusion, understand, and then it brings a new life to them. Hippies become happy. So the Ramayana is continuing in our life also. Prabhupada's pastimes, Leela is continuing. So in our life also, we are like Sita Devi, caught up in this tabernacle. And the 10 senses of Ravana's alluring us, and we are caught up, completely we are caught up. But when we accept the grace of spiritual master, Hanumanji's grace, Prabhupada's grace, but spiritual master grace, devotee's grace, then and the spiritual master, what he gives holy name. And when we take to the holy name, and that holy name destroys our illusory attachments. And till the time Ram comes, Sita Devi has to tolerate. There's no other choice. She tolerates the nonsensical words of Ravana. She tolerates all the difficulties given by the demoness. Some so ugly. Their one-eyed demoness are there. Ravana told them that you do whatever you want, but you have to convince Sita Devi that she should accept my proposal. For that, they're giving all kinds of trouble to her. But Sita Devi simply tolerates. Similarly, in our life also, so many difficulties. More the Kali Yuga progresses, even devotees not become devotee, things will be right. So many difficulties comes in our life, family difficulties, financial difficulties, this crisis, that crisis, this crisis. But somehow or other, if we can catch hold of Krishna's holy name tightly, somehow they tolerate, somehow or other help others to Krishna's grace, all the more. Prahlad Maharaj, he had difficulties, but he did not think all the time about his difficulties. Rather, he started preaching in his own group. He thought the others are in trouble, not himself. So in this way, when we takes others' problem, our problem may become reduced. His Grace Journey also said that when we have these three things, we shouldn't worry in our life. What are the three things? Holy name, spiritual master, and seva. He said you got these three things. Holy name is there, you got a spiritual master, and you got seva. So other than these three, there is nothing is required in this world. So even when a person has these three things, practically he has and little food to eat, little place to sleep, some dress to wear. So other than this, there is nothing required. What else is required? So roti, kapada, makan, food, shelter, and some cloth, and everything more or less, not so much scarcity of that. Then spiritually, we have got three things. Materially, three things what? Roti, kapada. Spiritually, three things what? Spiritual master, holy name, seva. So when you have this 3 plus 3, 6 things, what is to be worried? There is no worry for a devotee. And whatever problem comes, tolerate it and catch hold of these three spiritual things. And there should be only worry. There should be, people think that, oh, how can I live without worry? Sometimes people assume there are a lot of worries. So I can't imagine a life without worries. If anybody wants worries, Krishna consciousness gives that also opportunity. Okay, you should have some worry. You should have some anxiety in your life. What is that worry? What is that anxiety? Oh, people in this world are suffering without Krishna consciousness. How they are suffering, how they are struggling hard, how they are unfortunate. So their problem should be the devotee's worry. Their problem should be the devotee's anxiety. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, oh, I got this basket full of mangoes, all Krishna Prema. How can I distribute this with my bare two hands? I want so many devotees' help. Please come and help me to distribute this. So that was Mahaprabhu's anxiety. So Prabhupada had that anxiety. I want to distribute. How can I do myself? So Prabhupada distributed in a huge quantity, huge way. You can't do like Prabhupada. You can't do like Chaitanya. But Mahaprabhu calling us, assist me. Prabhupada is calling Bharata Bhumi le Janma Hoila Yar. Janma Shata Karo Karo Prabhupada. He is calling us, giving us seva. So it said that when we consider the worry, our own worry is not important. But the worry of our only worry should be how to give Krishna consciousness to others. So, of course, it is very easy to say, but this is what the reality. We should be leading our life towards this direction. I think all the devotees are doing the same thing. I'm just repeating what you're doing in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Now, Prabhuji,
Is it
please
okay, Mataji? Can we stop now?
this all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for a very nice Ramayana Katha. I was thinking that you will be adding up with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Katha also, but that you brought it at last. So, because every time when you come, so we will be hearing Chaitanya Charitamrita, all the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, today we were very fortunate to hear Ramayana from you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for that. And yeah, devotees, yeah, questions. Shukakar Krishna Prabhu, yeah. Go ahead, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Anita Mataji, for giving me a chance. Thank you, Nityananda Prabhu. As usual, you are the best so nicely. Like Mataji said, Ramayana, you related Sita and Rama and also Vaishnava Prad. All those things are very fantastic for making understand. So one thing I know that the material we are all stuck up because of the false ego. Because we are getting illusion, we are this body, we are Brahmin, we are South Indian, we are Iyer, we are from this place, Vaishnava. But even thinking that we are devotees, that also is not, that's also ahankar. If you feel that I am ISKCON Gaudiya Math, as a servant, it's okay. But to think we are better than others, that also is wrong. But we know Prabhupada is the best, east or west. So how that false ego, even in the spiritual life, can be removed? How that humility to the core, where nothing but that is speck of grass like that. It's easy to tell, but how to bring that mental level to that?
It is it's always a challenge. The ahankar, the nature of the ahankar is to think oneself somewhat great. So in spiritual life also there is an avenue, there is that's opportunity given that one can think oneself also in a special way. So how to think is that one should not think that I am great, but one can think that I am very fortunate. So we want to think ourselves something special. So that opportunity is also given. We cannot think ourselves as very special in the sense we are all very fortunate. What fortune that I somehow or other by great fortune have come in touch with Srila Prabhupada's grace, Krishna's grace, through my spiritual master's grace. So that is my great fortune. But that fortune is not achieved by so many conditioned souls. So my service is that fortune which I got, that facility which I got by grace, I should share to others. In this way, one can think oneself as special, fortunate. Not that I am great, but that fortune others are not able to receive. Let them also get this fortune. In one sense, one can be humble, thinking that I am such a fallen person. Somehow or other, by Krishna's grace, devotee's grace, I got the opportunity to practice devotional service. So I am fortunate, but I am not great. But if the other conditioned soul, maybe somebody walking in the road smoking cigarettes, somebody is walking in the road, fully materialistic, drunkard, maybe a hippie, maybe lying in the road. But one can think oneself humbler than even that kind of personality. How we can think like that? One should not think that I am going to give I am the deliverer of the fallen souls. What one should think is that I am somehow I become fortunate, but let this person also become fortunate. And if this person become fortunate, then what happened? He will become greater than me. He will become best devotee than me. In this way, one can be humble even in front of the materialistic. He will not be chanting Hare Krishna. He may be smoking or drinking or being all nonsense. But a devotee shouldn't be proud thinking that I am a devotee, is a non-devotee. But a devotee can think always that I am very fortunate, but this person is unfortunate. Somehow or other, if he also become fortunate like me, then he can become a better Vaishnava than me. In this way, preaching is actually a humble service to the jivas, because all the living entities are Krishna's devotees, Krishna's property. So, yes. That Jivadaya should be given out of compassion, out of the mode is of humility. Nityananda Prabhu is falling at the feet of the people. Please take the holy name. So the mode is that we are not deliverer. We are just delivering.
Instrument.
Yes.
Nimitta matram.
We are doing Sukakara. Prabhu is Sukakara Prabhu. We are doing Sukakara, but the Sukha is actually Krishna is bliss, and we are just connecting the jivas with Krishna. Then our job is done. But the real thing is just like a Prabhupada always says, a peon, or the postman. I'm just delivering. I'm not a deliverer. I'm just delivering. The deliverer is a person who wrote the letter.
Yeah.
So here I say, and the money order, people those times, old example. Somebody sends the money. I'm not money. I'm just order carrier, but the money order, I'm just getting order, but money belongs to the person who is sending. So the delivery is done by me, but the deliverer is a person who sends the money. That's sometimes difficult. We think that I am the doer. But definitely when we take association of the devotees, and that's only hope that when we reminded of the other devotees that we are Das.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So when we are with Krishna, we are in happiness. Otherwise, we are always in morose condition, but we think that we are happy in this material world. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. And very nicely we explained that example of how Sita Mata is example for all of us, that when she was attracted to the deer, so like how we are attracted to this material world, forgetting Krishna, we are suffering. So same way, so that's how Mataji, Sita Mata has depicted for us. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for bringing that point. So Prabhuji, I don't see any more hand raise or questions in the chat box. I think one hand raise has come. Hemangi Gopeshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My pranams to you. Wonderful class. I just wanted to get my understanding, improve my understanding, and get some answer. You mentioned that we have these 10 plus 1, 11 senses, which are making us run here and there. And if we are sincere and determined, then Lord will help to control these senses from going towards material world, towards the feet of the Lord. So how to develop this sincerity and determination?
Well, see, in the material world, people are directly in touch with the sense objects. You see, nice eatables are there, nice drinkables are there, nice clothes are there. One is a direct relation, another is an indirect relation. Sometimes indirect relation creates more connection. For example, I give you example things in the clear. Just like a person who may not be interested in drinking, he doesn't know. Basically, nobody is a drunkard from the birth. So how he become interested in drinking? When he sees other person who is enjoying drinking, when he sees other person who is, become happy, so-called happy in drinking, or so-called happiness in doing something wrong, then he also become influenced by that. So materially also, even though a person have a direct relationship with wrong things, but when he gets the association of the other person who has the direct relationship, they become more attached to that. Similarly, in devotional service also, we have a direct relationship with Krishna, but we are not so much interested in Krishna. But when he sees other devotees who are so much attracted to Krishna and they become happy, then what happens? Psychology mind thinks that he or she is becoming happy when he or she is in touch with Krishna. So let me also. So what works in material world works in spiritual life also. So material world, you see, wherever they associate with, they're all so much addicted to material things. So the people, other good people also think that I also should be addicted to that. You see, nowadays, even those who are vegetarian people, everywhere at least in India, and so many places, biryani shop they open. And you go to workplace, they say that, oh, this is very nice. The endorsement they make advertisements everywhere. Oh, this is nice, this is nice, this is nice. So even the good people think that, oh, if I put this, that's why these sports stars, politicians, or these cinema stars, give endorsements. Why? Psychology is that, oh, if he is doing or she is doing, then it should be good. So even a person is not interested, even people are wearing some toned clothes, nowadays. Why some big people are wearing, so I'll also wear it. It doesn't make any sense. But because of this, others are doing, I will also do. So similarly, in spiritual life also, when we directly try to approach Krishna, our senses may not be ready for that. We are not that, it's not natural. Our senses are contaminated. But when you associate with the devotees, oh, this person is chanting very nicely. So he's enjoying life. He's very happy. So let me also try that. Oh, this person is reading Bhagavatam and getting happiness. Let me also try that. So I've seen in my office or my workplace, other people are reading or seeing some movies and all. They're getting happiness, but the happiness is temporary. But I say this devotee is reading Bhagavatam, going to temple, chanting Krishna. He's really peaceful and happy. So let me do that. So in material world or spiritual world, our relation with the good things or bad things, when it comes to the indirect way, and that becomes very powerful. So that's why the association of devotees are very important. Same principle what works in the material world. These materialistic people, they're very clever. They know this person will not be attracted to our, eatables or drinkables or our thing. So they make endorsement, they make others, this is nice, this is nice. People become very much interested into that. Similarly, when we associate with the devotees who like Krishna, then we also be inspired to get involved in Krishna. And we associate with devotees who likes to hear Bhagavatam, we also be inspired to associate with hear Bhagavatam. Then we get the taste. So whenever it goes down, when we associate other way with the materialistic people, then that becomes. So the association is very, very important. Till the time we come to the level of direct natural relation. So even after that also, when devotees do it together, the drunkard, when they become completely addicted to drinking, still he needs some company, and drinking for company, going to movies with company, he relishes. Similarly, the devotees also likes to be the devotees. So in Kali Yuga, Srila Prabhupada says, if anybody thinks that they can become Krishna conscious through devotee association, in Gita he writes, he is insane. He writes about insane. So we have to take the association, tolerate the devotees. If not able to appreciate, at least tolerate the devotees, take their shelter, and also take the holy names. So association, just like Krishna Balram, when they're in the forest and they're lost in the rain. Grahita Hastan, they're holding each other's hand. And on the other hand, they're keeping the wood they collected for their spiritual master. So in one hand, association and devotees. In the other hand, service for the spiritual master. And internally, there is holy name. So holy name, seva, these three things, holy name, seva and guru. So when holy name comes, we can chant together the devotees, also personally. So seva comes when we serve seva with the associates and devotees. And spiritual master is there. Spiritual master is also not alone. Spiritual master means God brother, God sister, Vaishnavas, extra guru, extra disciples. In this way, when you hold on to these three things, then our life is very nice. So we cannot control our senses, but we can take help from Krishna. Then we can definitely be able to just despair. Does it make sense, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much for such a beautiful answer. Very helpful. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for that question. Thank you, Prabhuji, for that reply. Very wonderful. So, Prabhuji, I don't see any more hand raise or questions in the chat box. So, with your permission, we can end the call here, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, thank you, Prabhuji, once again for this class. So, we want your association in future also. So, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji, dear devotees.
Nityananda.